Alright. Nope, we're not online yet. And we are. We're online. We're probably online. Hi. Good morning. It is 9:13 a.m. on Monday morning, April 16th. And we're making an indie game. Alright, what's happened? I don't remember. Last time we streamed was a week ago. I've been working for the last 3 days on this, so there's been lots of random stuff. Hey, what's up, man? Good morning. Right. Last time we streamed, I think I had actually started working on the main menu. So just to show you, like, this is broken. That's interesting. This is the path, kind of, that you take throughout the game. We had started working on this camera transition. This has come along a little bit more, but not much has changed here. Pretty much I just fixed up the camera. I changed this to be a skeletal mesh. I set up an animation system. I guess a lot has actually changed now I'm talking it through. Just kind of like I've stubbed in some things and I figured out what I want that to... I've started figuring out what I want it to look like. Probably going to keep pushing on that today because that's something safe and wholesome to work on. There's been a bunch of stuff I worked on that I can't talk about because of secrets, but, yeah. Not really. There's not many secrets. But yeah, I think that's what we'll work on today, maybe. There's a shit ton of bugs to fix, too. Let's see. I'm starting to get worried that I'm like, I don't know. There's a lot of bugs that are starting to pile up, and at some point I need to go through and start cleaning this up. But that might be boring to watch, so let's fix this one bug that is bothering me, which is like, say you start playing, beat this, and quit the game, and launch the game again. It's not collapsed this time. Interesting. So what's the situation when that happens? Is it only on the first run? When I first run the game, if there is no save, and only if there is no save, I get no main menu. Let's figure that out. If I start... I quit. Yeah, this is especially bad. So started the first level, I quit. I can't resume for some reason. And also the main menu isn't up. That's bad. That's what we're gonna fix. Good morning, Chris Light. Yeah. Good morning, Blood Swords. Okay, so I'd fix that with no idea of how I'd do it. And Sniper Echo. Yeah. My people are assembling. Might need to get more. What is this? Whatever this is. Hot beverage. Take my hydration seriously, man. Also, you're new, I think. Applinator. Good morning, Manapulator. Keep distracting me. I really don't want to get started today. Streaming is lovely because I don't have to get that much work done and I don't feel bad about it. Because, you know, marketing? Marketing, right? I don't know. I don't really know what this is. I like it though. I said I would fix this bug. Let's do it. Alright, main menu. Am I still getting swole as fuck? I haven't lifted in a couple days, man. I gotta get back into it. In general, like, so there's GDC, which I have a ton of stories about. It was a great time. And then I was sick, and then there was PAX, which I have a couple stories about. That was a great time. But, like, I haven't... This weekend was the first weekend in, like, a while where I could sit down and I actually, like, played through the game and got to work on stuff. And no, I didn't go to the gym. I just worked. I've been working for 3 days straight. It's been great. Oh, cool. You were evidence of PAX East. Manipulator is here. Manipulator. And Rory. Rory is always everywhere. Rory is in every stream I ever drop into. Either we follow exactly the same people. Actually, that's logical. Now that I think about it, you told me who to follow and then I followed them. So yeah, that's probably why. Hey Rory, what's up, man? Why would it be? Okay, the only difference between if you're loading from a save game or not is here. Game start. Load save game. No save exists. That would make no difference, would it? Well, there'd be no current level. So, another thing that would happen... Okay. Game first load complete. What calls? I'm sucking my teeth. Patriots Day. Oh, is it a thing? And Raymarch is here too. Shit. He got you to check your privilege? Okay. As opposed to carrying on with your privilege, right? Like it's baggage. I was trying to find a joke in there. There's no joke. It's too early for jokes. What, You should never joke about privilege stuff. People will get mad. Also, it's not a funny topic. Patriots Day is not a thing. I think Patriots Day is a very real thing in Boston. They don't fuck around here. Yeah. That's because Patriots is the name of the biggest football team. The New England Patriots, which... You know, when I lived in San Francisco, you'd go to, like, a coffee shop or someplace, you'd make idle conversation with, like, your Uber driver or something, and it was always about technology or the new phone or something. In D.C., it was always about what was going on there. In New York, it was always about the weather. In Boston, it's the Pats. Everywhere you go at any given moment, you have to know what's going on with the Pats. I know things about sports now. I never gave a fuck about sports. You find privilege to be funny. Cool. They're running into marathons today? Well, I mean, at least it's sunny and raining. The world is ending. The weather in this state is getting... Yeah. I don't know, I think it's funny. I actually got into it for a bit. There's some game theory to, like, what do you call it? I've never done fantasy football, but, dude. If I could inspire in people the emotion, like the average person in Boston, the emotion they have when their fantasy football league is winning or losing, like if I could get that kind of emotional response out of a human being in life ever, like that would be an achievement. The just screaming, weeping mess of humanity that occurs whenever anything happens in this town with regard to sports. Like, when the Pats are in the Super Bowl, there's going to be a riot after the Super Bowl. They win, there's a riot. They lose, there's a riot. It doesn't matter. Riot is going to occur. Yeah. Oh, it's nerdier than D&D. My God, have you seen the spreadsheets? Holy shit, did they get into their fantasy football here? It's unbelievable. Or, like, I saw somebody almost cry when they didn't get the pick they wanted because they passed over someone. Like, I don't know the rules or something. They were like hoping to get someone on the second round, and then somebody else sniped it right before them. It was insane, dude. The fucking I mean, it's cool. I can't. I'm a game developer. I'm impressed. But yeah, it's like tribalism or some shit. I don't know what it is. What was I doing? I should pretend I'm gonna work today. Right, call. Here's what's suspicious. So, call game first load complete has a variable. I'm not saying it should have a variable, but it does. This event dispatcher has a variable as well as a typo, which means anything that receives that event dispatcher should have a variable as well. Oh, and it does. Now it does. It didn't a second. Did it? Am I insane? Let's see if this is getting hit. It is getting hit. Okay. So this is happening. Damn it. Never mind. False alarm. Game ready happens, and then fuck off. Update all buttons. But just to be clear, if I go in now, it'll work. It won't work. It won't work. If I start... Okay, so now there's a save file. It has issues. Like, what the fuck is this? That's a clue. I don't know how you get to this state. When you update all buttons, Right. Isn't there something that clears the children? Maybe that's doing that, but that still wouldn't explain. Why nothing is showing up here. Okay, fuck. Good morning, Nordal. It's acting like the buttons exist, they're just in the wrong spot. Somewhere maybe off screen, for instance. And then this solves that. Why? Is game ready getting called before the game is ready? Sorry, there's construction going on, by the way, guys. So if you're hearing that, I don't know. Such is life. That's to be expected. The fuck did I do down here? Oh god, that's right. That won't matter. That didn't matter. So... test a theory. I'm just going to add a delay here. Adding a random delay and seeing if that fixes the problem. Oh shit. Gotta log into Perforce. Nope. Yeah, no, that made no difference whatsoever. Okay. So it's not that. What the hell? run this twice no matter what. That was a stupid idea. Alright, and it didn't fix anything. Right. Really, a delay won't just magically fix it? I'm not saying that's the solution we want to use, it just... that means it's a logic problem rather than like a order of operations problem. Like I would expect that to magically fix it, and then I'd expect to have a long time to figure out why. Weird. Now we're getting this button, but not the others. That's a new problem. It's a new kind of fucked up. Because when I do this... I don't even get that main button. Okay, so there might be more than one bug. Update all buttons. You know, oh, this is weird. When do we tell the camera to look? When do we tell the player controller to look through the main menu camera? Where is that happening? Not here. Not there. No, that is happening. Damn it. Shit. This was supposed to be like a warm-up for the day. This is dire. Oh, God. What the fuck? Good morning, May. God, this day wasn't dreary enough. We're gonna start talking about the Brexit, man. Jesus. Let's talk about game stuff. Alright. Are they... if I launch a weird Windows configuration? Why are you over there, bro? That's weird. See, this makes me think they're being drawn just in the wrong spot, maybe? But how would that happen? That would happen if the locations are being set before the levels were loaded. If the 2D positions were being set before the levels were loaded. Why would that happen? We can see it happen if we wanted to, right? Like we could go... No. We could go to the main menu. Get rid of my black box that covers the screen. And then add a breakpoint. When this is called. Let's just see what happens. Ooh, still got too much shit on the screen. Stuff is getting loaded in bit by bit. Now it's getting called. 1. Hey, the camera's not in the right spot yet when all this stuff is getting called. Couldn't help but notice that. Yeah, so they're getting placed before the camera's moving. How and why? Why would that be the case? How? You're telling me this is getting called. By the time you get to here, your camera should be in the right spot. If I understand things, which maybe I don't, but... Oh, okay, yeah. Camera's not getting moved. I know what it is. I moved this into a different level. What level are you in? I didn't. You're in the P map. Okay, that's not it. And it could be it just needs like a moment to breathe. Like maybe set view target with blend, because it's clearly not happening. Maybe these nodes are all executing on the same tick? Then a magic delay would have fixed it though, right? Well, at least that's in the right spot now. Can't have there be a magic delay. Isn't there like some trick, a delay of 0 waits 1 tick or something? Yeah, I forgot about that. That's a pro tip. Every now and then you need to make sure that something happens on a different tick. You can put it in a delay of 0. That'll always wait for the next tick. It's a bug that people rely on heavily, so it'll probably be one of those bugs that never gets fixed because it's technically actually kind of a feature. True story. Alright. Hey, Sad. How are you? Your name is sad to someone. I hope you're not. Well, that was cool. At least we got that figured out. So now, at least they're in the right spots. It's weird that this doesn't draw, and that now it draws. And now it's fine. So why is it not drawing initially? Also, same on the second level. Does that work? Yes. Okay. So this is only for first run. Alright. So you technically probably have 2 bugs. On your very first run. It's not a big deal that we're not drawing the menu here. By the way, do you guys see that? There's a bit of UI popping in. Maybe that was an illusion. I feel like it wasn't though. Slow-mo isn't gonna save us here. Okay, so a couple, but I swear I saw it. I'm not crazy. So like, improve it. Yeah, but what moves you? I see. So this is running twice. The first time because there's a do once. Okay. So I'm finding the world space position that I want the button to follow before I have the object actually loaded into the game, so it's being set to probably some dumb shit. Maybe. If my theory's right, then I just get rid of this do once. Why are you always auto-saving? Here. No, that's the opposite of getting rid of it. That would be keeping it. Alright, let's test that. No. Four buttons, 5 buttons, 6 buttons. No, it's just running twice. Okay, so from here it should work. That's interesting. So it's getting decent values. They're just not showing up. You know what? Just occurred to me I should comment this. What would do this? It's not drawing them because it knows they exist. And then when I do this, it deletes everything and rebuilds it. So it's existing in the wrong spot somewhere. That's the only explanation. So wait, was I just fucking with the wrong thing for a while there? Yeah. Okay, well that would explain it. Let's get this back to where it was. So this is just for the main menu buttons. Switching between the different views. This is the level button. Yeah, I'm saving this code for later. Not that it's great, but let's just get it out of my way. When does this run? god, are you gonna update literally every fucking button? This is not a good thing. Oh, there it goes. I get the idea. I think this is getting called too early. Alright, so you are off of... Yep. Gotcha. Okay. First, I load the levels. Then I set the camera. Then I initialize the background art. I bet that fixes it. It did. Okay. So, next step. Let's go back to hiding this. And... bam. All right. Oh, that's so much better. Okay, good. Check in. It's been exactly 1 hour and we already have a victory. I'm sure that was intensely boring for the entirety of the chat. Poorly explained. And, I don't know, I'm sorry. Good morning. Hey, fantastic. Thanks, man. Wow, everything about you is extremely positive. Your handle, the things you say, the weird robot winky face that I think you probably didn't invent but is something to do with Twitch. Good morning, York Script. What's up, man? I think I'm only gonna get like another hour or two of streaming and then I have to go buy some soda. Making roof shingles. It feels like there's an earthquake because there's so much construction outside, and it's pouring, and it's very bright out. So this is what the apocalypse feels like, I think. It's a weird day in Boston, guys. Hey, Neon Lemonade. I'm glad you find this fascinating. Are you a game developer, or...? I find this boring. I don't understand why people are here. Well, I do, if you need, like, background noise. That is the only acceptable answer I can fathom. Or you find some kind of twisted pleasure in watching somebody who has no idea how to code make a game in Blueprint. There's a couple people that are doing that. I can understand that too. We all have our reasons. Alright, so that was one bug. There's not even a list of the bugs. I've stopped making a list because there's too many. It's just like the game. Do the game, Gwen. Okay. There's a lot of crap I started and did not finish. Ironically, the stuff I stream is usually the stuff I start and then don't finish, because it's the kind of thing that looks pretty and visual, so I'll stream it, but it's the kind of thing that is unimportant, so I don't work on it when I'm off stream. So things like... Well, this is not true. Figuring out the unlocks of levels, right? Was something I started at one point. Two things are in flight and wildly not done yet. One is... Say you're playing a level. There's this idea of, like, these things that you can hit to unlock side levels, right? We started that on the stream. I never, like, finished that in any capacity. Like, what that actually looks like. You don't know that you can hit these. It needs a lot more treatment visually. There's just a lot that needs to happen there to make that real. I mean, it technically works, but nobody would know to hit that. Also, of all the stands, that's the only one I bothered to put paper on. And we didn't do the thing where we actually cover the light in the paper and have that come off and the light turn on. So, like, the feedback is not there at all, in any way. The other thing would be what I started last week, which I also started and then did not finish, which is you're transitioning to the combo levels. This is super temp. That animation needs to not suck. This animation just straight up doesn't exist. Gotta do some shit there. Also, when you're in a combo level, there's all kinds of things that need to happen, like... Why is the lighting gone? That's a question. Why are there shadows? There's no shadows in this game, so that's... shouldn't be happening. These should turn on and point at the player. This in general looks like ass. In general, this element isn't polished in any way. These are all things I could work on, and probably should. Which one should I do first? Hey girl, I'm glad you like to see other people struggle. Hey Tom Farah. Do I use splines as camera paths? No. What am I doing here? That's an excellent question. Oh yeah, I was real lazy. I made a, level sequence. So I just animated it here in Unreal. To get it done as fast as possible. God damn it, why can't I show this to you? Yeah, it's just location and rotation. Turns out there was a stream when I was like, why isn't there a curve editor? There is totally a curve editor in the sequence editor. Of course there is. So yeah, this is just translation and rotation. Not very well done either. That could use some polish too. I got that starts there. Oh god, there's a lot of work that's gonna go into making this actually good. Holy shit. This building's gonna fall down. Alright. I didn't want to polish the stand until I had some idea of what I want a combo level to look like. Obviously that'll be way better. I don't know what I want this to look like. I don't think I want to go with the same blue-brown thing I got for everything else. Should it look like paper? That'll look terrible. Like a white? No. You don't want to use white. I just need to invent something new for this. I don't know what yet. So this is a maddeningly difficult level to see what you're doing in. This needs work. God. Happy Monday. So these curved splines. That Transformers noise, though. What? Well, I didn't know. So if the folder is opening, the pages are gonna flutter around. Maybe they drape off the end of the stand, maybe they don't. I don't know yet. What are you making music on? What are those boxes? I mean, it doesn't have to be a physical thing. It could be a concept, but like... I don't know. I'm gonna go get another beverage. I think I might be able to suss out a little bit more soda. I'll be back. Let's get into this stuff. So I haven't touched the light fixture stuff since, I don't know, the stream before last. I didn't work on it offline at all. So this is pretty much exactly where we left it, and I don't remember where that is. Sure. So, what are you supposed to be exactly? I see. So I was starting to think of, okay. What does it look like when a light is covered? God, this rig needs some serious... Like, I can't accept this. Polish it, and I want to know if this can scale, because if it can scale I can use it for the other things. So for instance, it's unlikely, but I usually set up all my rigs so that you could theoretically do this. You would need to scale as well. Yeah, actually. That looks like if I mean, I wouldn't actually do this, but... I would then delete history and rebuild the joints and it would work. Shit, cool. So I could at any time make the papers bigger. That's kind of good to know. First, let's fix our weighting issues. Much better. Should have just done that in the first place. Hey, short, what's up, man? Or not short? Or lady? I don't know, man. What's up? Oh, God. Alright. Hey, Roland, what's up, man? It hit 80 in Philly? Nah, man. I think I hit like... I didn't go outside yesterday. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't know what temperature it hit, but it was pretty chill. It wasn't that warm. If it was 80, I would have gone outside. This is toasty. Today it's chilly and maybe going to snow in spite of being very sunny. I don't know how this is happening. You have 2 feet of snow? Where are you? Sorry, I'm not sure if you're talking to me. I was just spawned into Longmire. I live in Boston. But if you were talking to Longmire, never mind. Oh, what do I want this to look like? Come on, get to work. Alright, so you're gonna hit it. Actually, yeah. You're welcome. I had it in my head. This one needs to be on top. I'm not gonna ever get really sharp edges, so. Should avoid doing what I'm doing right here. That's a weird and cool effect. Hey, Eddie. Hey, pacifist. Nah, there's construction outside. They're, I think, taking down the building 2 buildings over. This whole area is changing pretty quickly. I think, yeah, I don't know. Hey, +2 happiness, what's up, man? So much cheer up in this stream. Except for me. It's dark and cold here. Boston's a dark, cold place. Proud of it, too. Boston strong. Oh shit, sweet. Which panel? I actually did 2. Somebody else said they were at my panel earlier, too. I forgot to ask which one. I assume it was the second one. There was, like, very few people in the Thursday one. I think Thursday's a bit too early. Yeah, word. The art one. Cool. Yeah, that's a fun one. Do you no prep for that? And I showed up and Nick's like, hey, what did you bring? And I was like, I was supposed to bring shit? It could be like Stephen's sausage roll, or maybe not. Okay. I don't know how to reply to that. That would be sweet. That was a pretty sweet game. I would take that. I like being compared. The exception of it is not a Sokoban game. Also, the mechanics are completely different, if you think about it. That's a joke. But like, that has translation and spin, and this only has pitch and yaw. So, completely different mechanics. I seem super on top of it. That's not standard. Usually around. Hey Tango, what's up, man? Cool. Oh god. I don't have coffee, so I have hot water and the last bit of soda. And I'm trying to invent a caffeinated warm beverage situation out of these two. I'm not gonna mix them because that would be gross. I'm not gonna mix them. That would be gross. No, it wouldn't work. That'd be weird. So, I've done some dumb shit in my life, but I don't think I've ever done anything that stupid. It's pretty desperate though, guys. For some reason, you know, I'm usually a really happy, cheerful person. But Mondays seem to be the days when, like, the plumber gets here, or, like, they're knocking down a building. Like, it's the worst day to stream. Every time I stream, I need to stop streaming on Mondays. It might just be cursed. Hey, Jeff Pack. Cute handle. I've been to a bunch of panels where panelists will be like, art schools suck, and I was nervous that was going to happen at that panel too, because I'm going to art school next year. Well, we'll find out what happens, man. I mean, I've got strong opinions about tuition and shit. Be careful how much you pay, don't get too deep in debt, don't just, you know. But, which school? I also have strong opinions about which art schools are good. I think RISD's pretty sweet. Depending on if you want to get into games, I think DigiPen's good. I think if you want to get into games, DigiPen is an interesting choice because you'll be surrounded by other people that want to get into games. And you'll be doing art that focuses on, like, function rather than, you know, getting into a gallery somewhere. Oh, you're going to RISD? No shit. I think I'm speaking there in 2 weeks. I'm gonna speak at the I'm going down to Rhode Island to speak at Brown and RISD and a bunch of those colleges. Doing a panel. Debt sucks, Tango. But the experience is like, you do it once in your life. It's so worth it. It can be worth it. Yeah. RISD is one of the few that I think are actually quite good. Consistently good, and has been so for a long time. Like, all the artists from Looking Glass, every artist that worked at Irrational, you see the RISD grads, they leave and they go do things. Their curriculum is surprisingly good for being in the middle of nowhere in Rhode Island. Maybe that's why it's good? I don't know. But, yeah, I'm always impressed with the talent that comes out of that school. And again, the stuff they make is functional. God, there are so many RISD alums in my life. My old art director. Basically everybody from Irrational. 2 of my last art directors. Of the 4 art directors I've had, 2 of them came from RISD. That's a 50% of the industry is art directors are from RISD kind of stat right there. Actually, Greg Forsch might be from... let me Google it. There's no proof that he is or isn't. I'm just making that shit up. Nope. Totally not made that up. Yeah. That's valid too. Art school's not for everybody. I almost dropped out my first year of film school. It's like really miserable. We were it wasn't what I expected. I went to RIT, I thought it'd be like a more tech focused kind of curriculum. I didn't expect to be like shooting film using a Bolex camera, like a crank camera. I wanted to be an animator. That felt like not the path. I wasn't doing well. I don't know. But then I didn't quit for whatever reason. I'm glad in the end. But everyone's experience is very different. You sure as shit don't need a degree to make art. In my head for what I want this to look like. I'm just doing it. you left art school to get into hardcore game dev program or coding. I have to admit, that's a pretty hard swing. Keyboard Oreos. That's cool though. Don't judge me. Caffeine addiction needs to be fed. Yeah, I know, I'm sorry guys. They're knocking down the building 2 buildings over. I'm sorry. I have no control over this, my life, I don't know. Things in general. The noise level in my apartment, apparently. Well, maybe we are. We might just, you know what, this will be good. If we end up nuking somebody or getting nuked, at least I won't feel it because I won't know the difference. I'll die in sweet, sweet ignorance. That was bleak. Let's not talk about politics, actually. What was I doing here? This is a mess. What have I done? Just trying to get a situation where, like, you know what would be best? Okay. Simplify the path. Way to look on the bright side, Jeff. You have whole islands in the north sliding into the sea in Canada. Yeah. It's hard to know what to do. There's so many things. And I feel bad. It's like at any given moment there's so many problems and you've only got so much give a shit, right? Like you've got a finite amount of time in the day and just energy to spend. And every day there's like whatever the fuck the president did, there's this ongoing thing which is like global warming, there's just all this shit. I don't even want to enumerate like the things in the world today. And you'll just lose your mind if you try to keep up with all of them, so you pick one or two. Or you don't. I don't know. Or you give up and look at pictures of dogs on Twitter. To each their own. Anyway. Brumthunk. I'm animating paper. That's apparently where it appear to be what I'm doing. What am I doing? Oh, let's make an idle animation. Let's get this shit in the game. Enough messing around. Thank you, Roland. For now. Yeah, let's actually get it into game now. Before we even bother doing an idle and see if it works. Screw that shit, man. Let's just go to Mars. I think if I was going to make a game about global warming, the premise would be like that it wasn't about global warming. It would just be a game about, it would probably be called something like Salt the Earth, where you literally just like, as the premise, I would try to do it in a way that's funny. The premise would be that like, we just gave up. And the whole thing would be maybe a strategy game about, or something about going to Mars or going to some other planet, with the thing being like, well, this is over. The scientists would be like, we could turn this around. Nah, it's over. We're going to Mars. That would just be the kind of like the background context for the entire game. Going to Mars is really complicated. We could just fix what's here. Look, we're gonna need you to stay positive, alright? We have this initiative. It's time to go to Mars. That's only funny to me. I'm sorry. I gave up. Sometimes you swing, you miss. Alright. What, environment? Let's re-import import this because we fixed the skinning. Let's import. How was this all set up? Okay, back when I set up the paper. That was the 4th. How long ago was that? It was 2 weeks ago. I completely forgot what I've done. Alright, I made a blueprint called Reactive Skeletal Mesh. This is an event called React, which plays the animation, and then it destroys itself. Okay. Okay. You are an actor called Fresnel actor, which derives from theater light actor. What does this have? All kinds of stuff, and it derives from actor. What if you derived from reactive skeletal mesh? Would that be terrible? Yes, because then you would destroy yourself. That'd be stupid. Okay, what if you had a child actor? Yeah. That's the right solution here. You have a child actor. And that child actor, I need to create that, don't I? Alright. Reactive paper on light. A. Is this. And you. Sure. Don't know why you lagged out there, that's disturbing. But okay. Also unclear. That is the bit that is missing. Okay. That's why I lagged out. It's adding it to every light in the scene. Good. That's fine. Wait. No, that's bad. But fine for now. So I really want this on certain lights. Which means, yeah, let's not do what I was just doing. Do not add a child actor here. We are just gonna make so many fucking objects today, guys. It's gonna be great. Alright, so there's a theater light actor. Underneath that is theater light Fresnel actor. Crap. Let's make a new child class. Ignite Fresnel actor. Unlockable. You are going to be one of those. You are going to have that child actor. That child actor is not yourself. That would create a loop. Why did it let me do that? That's disturbing. Paper on light. This is going to be attached to the static mesh. That rotation. Brilliant. Shouldn't you have, like, the level that... It's been a while. Or is it based on tags? It's probably based on tags. Maybe. I don't know. How was this done? Not with tags. There's a master edit unlock level actor. Jesus, how many objects do I have? Get all attached actors. I see. Okay. So I actually need to attach... Are you... Okay. So this will work, but only if you are set to detect... This will get attached actors. Does that get actors that are attached to actors that are attached? Let's find out. Maybe it'll work. Maybe it won't work. Probably it won't work. Pessimistic, but realistic too. This is the Unreal Engine. Yeah, it didn't work. It's fine. That all needs to happen way faster anyway. So, this... I don't want to recurse forever. What do I want to? I'm surprised there isn't, like... No, I guess I'm not. guess I'll go 1 level deep, which should be plenty. If it isn't, I'll change it later. Hey, I hate how you can't reorder functions in the side panel. Yeah, that is not ideal. Though of my gripes, I gotta say that's low on the list. Number 1 on the list, construction currently happening in the background. That'd be my primary focus. Okay. Construct. How about begin play? Okay, when you first begin, do this. Spawn unlocked happens. This is a thing that's called right. Let's delete my save. Nice. Should have recorded that. Also, I replaced the wrong thing. So you are... You should be... the standard. You should be the unlockable. The unlockable. Let's create another one. Child Actor 2, you have... B, okay. Where B is just the other animation. Fuck! Why? I don't remember. Well, it was autosaving a lot, so... it's probably fine. What I consider my greatest strength as a game developer, I wouldn't describe myself as strong in any way, Jeff Pack. I can barely open a jar of pickles. I think it might be my winning personality. I don't know. I think my biggest strength is probably that I've done such a wide variety of roles. I have a broad skill set, which does tend to come in handy when you need to work with people in other disciplines. But that's one of those questions that's kind of like broad enough that I don't know how to answer it. Be like, what are you good at? Oh, fuck, man, I don't know. Clearly not knowing yourself. If that was the case, the answer would be much easier to answer. So, I think like Socrates had thoughts on that or some shit. What are you doing? You are... Where were we? For now. Does it even exist still? It does. Okay. This exists. Alright. This exists. Active paper A and B exist. Cool. A is set wrong. Put away A. You are not playing. Put away B. Should be playing the other one. State. Let's see if that stuff we added for unlock level actor is still there. Surprisingly, it is. Okay. Cool. Let's see what we got. Praise be the autosave. That light's gonna flash on and then turn off again. Maybe illuminate this level. Sure, why not? You like the low-key droning of the construction? Well, that makes one of us. What part of development do I like doing the most? Interesting. That is a better, or not a better question. That's a question that I'd have to think about too, right? Like, they're all fun. There's that star early on when you have no idea what you're doing, can be really fun. When you're just experimenting and pie in the sky, thinking like, oh, if I could do anything, what would I do? So early pre-production is pretty cool. When you're in a big team, especially the end of the project, when everything's cranking and you're crunching, I don't hate that. Especially in a big team, there's something about all of a sudden out of nowhere there's this intense momentum, and you get if you're at a studio where there's like 30 people, imagine 30 people suddenly double their output. Like the game, all these things that were theoretical just start flying in, and all of a sudden every day you boot up the game and it's better, like in a million ways. Because everyone who's the best at their discipline is just throwing stuff in, and you're just like grinding. And if there's an end to that, crunch can actually be pretty fun. So I actually like a good end leading up to a demo or the ship. I like that quite a bit. Those are both pretty fun. They're all fun in different ways. You get that point when all the big questions are answered and you're just banging through a list. That's like probably Crunch the prequel. But the list is insanely long, and you feel like you'll never get through the list. That's probably the worst part. The middle bit. Kind of like before the storm. That part sucks. Thank you, Tango. But I don't know, there's always fun bits in between. I think the key is to always have something that you're... How do I put it? I don't know. Everybody's different, there's different things that'll help you out. But when you get to that middle bit, the key is always to have like a trailer or a thing that you boot up and you just play it and you just love it. Like some small snow globe of fun that you believe in or that you love or that's good. Some idea, something to hold on to, like your anchor. If you have that, then you can get through that middle bit pretty... It's not as bad. Yeah. I mean, there's a million different words for it. People will talk about the design pillars, but that's more like... When you're talking about pillars, you're usually talking about the mechanics or the things that make the game what it is, whereas it's not like the reason you decided to work on this project. The reason you decided to work on this project is something that, for me, could be encapsulated in like a video usually, but like there's a thing that I can look at and be like, yeah, that's why I'm doing it. For me, it's always a trailer. Before this trailer, there's a trailer. I always start with a trailer. I make trailers for some of the little, like... It's stupid. But yeah. There's always, like, a couple of things I look at. And I'm like, yeah, this will be good in the end. Though, we haven't really hit that part for this game yet, so we'll see. This game's... This is new for me. I've never been on a project of one... Like, a team of one. That's new. So I don't really know how that works. There's a lot of things that I think are better with larger teams. I think in general that the highs aren't as high and the lows aren't as low. And the smaller your team gets, the more extreme it is. I think that's probably how I'd sum it up, maybe. I can see that with screenshots. Most artists have some kind of... there's a concept art or there's some piece that they look at and they're like, the game will look like this, goddammit. And it will be beautiful, and I will be proud to have this as something that, like, this will be my work, right? For animators, sometimes it's like a trailer, it's something like that. I don't know what it is for a designer. I don't think programmers experience joy, so I have no idea what they do. They probably just have a totally different thing. But I imagine designers probably have something, like a level or something. I don't know. Yeah. No joy. No joy, just code. There's no joy in the text. There could be. You could make an ASCII smiley face, and I guess that would be joyful. Maybe. What was I doing? Right. So... This is an unlockable light. Get the actor you're attached to, maybe. This is weird, because now this is getting this. Should this get that? Is that... No, it's probably fine. Why the fuck not? I don't know any better. Okay, so on begin playing, get the actor that you're attached to. And make it your... No, don't make it a variable yet. Cast it to... reactive skill match? Probably not. Unlock level actor. Someday I'll do research and figure out what it is I'm doing. But so long as everything works, as far as I'm concerned, we're golden. Oh, Jeff Pack, you're the happiest person here. Alright, maybe programmers feel joy. Hey, Hundi Islam. I definitely said that wrong. There's joy when business politics don't get in the way. Yeah, I can feel you, Jeff Pack. The most fun I had in my career was actually making tools for artists. Like, there was something about that. I can't explain it. Part of it's working together as a team, part of it's like, you'll look at somebody's workflow, or you'll see that the exporter could be better, and you'll just like know, you're like, this is how it should be. And then you make it, and they're like, oh my god, this is how it should be. I don't know how to explain it. There's these moments when you see something and you're like, there's a thing that doesn't exist but should, and the world will be better when it does, and then you make it and you give it to your end user and they are happy, and that is a good feeling. I enjoy that a lot. Promote to variable. Maybe this isn't the way it should go. You know what? It's not. I was right the first time, in that this is a bad idea. What I'm gonna do... Okay. No, not this. Why did I open that? Alright, my Fresnel. Show me your default values. So, is enabled. Where all the logic lives. This enabling something just turns on some material values. Okay. This is where on begin play I enable the light. So here's my concern. I have this thing where the chase lighting turns on and off to the music in the background, and I want to make sure that doesn't happen for a level that's not lit. So it's not enough to just tell this that it's not enabled by default, which I can do. That's easy. Only disable if blue. What does enable light have? Nothing of the sort. This was set up stupidly. I'm not gonna lie. The fuck do I set is blue? Okay, the light color to amber. Okay. So the states that the light can be in is amber because you're in the level. Unlocked, so it could be blue. Or it could be off, depending on where you are in the music. Yeah, I need 3 states. Basically, is enabled and is unlocked. Right? You're unlocked. Should I make it an enum? That seems kind of dumb. No, maybe. It can be blue and disabled. It can be blue and enabled. It can ever be amber and disabled. No, it's not a thing. Yeah, this is meant to be an enum, probably. Crap, what have I done? No. Reset. Okay. Blueprints, make an enum. Locked. Unlocked. Enabled. Light state. Event graph. Is this smart? I need to be able to tell. So we'll at least replace is blue. Alright, so enable light. By default, let's say oh my god, why is it taking so long to compile? I make dev tools for building and releasing. Devs love better tools. Yeah, it's a good time. So when I say enable and disable light, those are actually functions I wrote. There is no light, right? This is a card that has a texture on it, and I'm showing and hiding it. It's not actually turning a physical light on. I don't use any lighting or shadows in the game. Is that true? For the most part, I don't use any lighting or shadows in the game. Like the Unreal Engine lighting and shadows. When I talk about lighting, I'm just talking about material tricks I'm doing. Like I'm setting a parameter in the material to enabled. So yeah. Anyway. The hell was I talking about? Okay, so when you start, alright, your default state is going to be unlocked. Correct. Am I ever going to want to change the color? God, I don't know what I'm doing here yet. I'll figure it out. If you're unlockable, okay, and yeah, let's get your light state. If this is how about just not equals locked, then enable. The light. Default value will be locked. Alright, now what am I doing here? I kind of feel like that should have just been a bool. If this if this is not equal to enabled, enabled is a terrible, we're overloading that word. You're locked, you're unlocked, or you're amber. Fuck it. Alright, so if there. When you enable the light, set it to need this yet. Don't make it before you need it. Alright. White color too. No, I don't need that. White color blue. Okay, and when you're unlocked, destroy all reactive skeletal meshes. If you are unlockable for now, set state, set light state to unlocked. And down here, for each attached actor, react if you're reactive skeletal mesh. If you're light, set light state to unlocked and set enabled. So things I expect to happen. That light is on, and you don't see the papers because the level's unlocked. Good. I'm gonna delete my save. The light is on, and it fucking shouldn't be. Bummer. Are the lights on by default? Do I need to turn them off? Yeah. Oh shit, it's Light Bomb Mike. What's up, dude? Light Bomb Mike emailed me 2 weeks ago and I never fucking replied. Then we hung out on Discord and I just kinda never talked about that fact. Light Bomb Mike. Oh my god, what is going on outside? Is the animation director on Anthem, if I recall, right, dude? Up in the Great White North. Anthem is the sick new game coming out of BioWare. From the team that brought you the really good Mass Effects. And I think Dragon Age, right? He's also possibly not listening. Might have just dropped in, subbed, and then bounced. Dude's busy. Why is this happening? What the fuck are they doing outside? Disable light. Oh. If the lights stay. For Amber. That would be the thing that is wrong. Alright, we got there. Thank God. Okay. So, interesting. Let's go away if I do this. I know why. Alright, so, I gotta give them a physics asset. Fuck. Anyway, light is off. I need more motion in general. Light is on. That needs to be much brighter. Maybe the level needs to flash or something. I don't know. More to do still. Is this like a college structure? No, this is a basement. Nuzzle tops, I'm in a basement. This is, I thought it looked kind of cool. It got like a painted brick wall. Got my various basement-y fixtures. I can't see anything. I don't know what you can see right now. Yeah, this is where I work. My camera's gonna be fucked forever. And it's not creepy. It's a weird spot. I like it though. Spacious. Reminds me of my youth. I'm really throwing it back down here. Fresh from the basement, man. I mean, it's got windows. It's better than some basements. I actually didn't live in a basement when I was a teenager. I know that's like some kind of stereotype. Live in the basement, like play video games all day. My house didn't have a basement. I upgraded to the basement later in life. Sure. It is noon. I think I might take off soon for food. So, if you have any pressing questions or ideas, do let me know. I do plan to stream more later. Do you want to join a members-only career platform that connects a handful of incredible technologists directly to decision makers weekly? Wow, that's a fucking mouthful. No, I do not. Alright, guys. Time for me to take lunch break. I'll be back later. Peace.